She Cooks, She Eats, and I'm Teffy from Teffy's Perks, and we're going to show you how to make salted caramel sauce. So Teffy, why don't you tell us a bit about yourself and your blog?
Well, I started blogging about February this year, so I haven't been blogging for that much, and it kind of started as things I do in a lifestyle blog, but it just progressed into food because it's just such a big part of my life, and whatever I do has got food involved.
There's a link to Teffy's blog below if you want to check it out. But today we're more interested in salted caramel sauce. This is a recipe I saw on Teffy's blog and immediately jumped on her to see if she could share it with you guys because it looks absolutely incredible. Is it simple? Is it like
It's so simple. It takes like putting half the ingredients, putting another two, mixing, and then just eating it.
Amazing. I like simple recipes like that. So what do we need to do?
Let's get this hob on. So first of all, we need to get about 75 grams of butter. Just plonk that in there to get it a bit melted.
Okay.
It starts sizzling, which is always a good sign. And then what we also want about 50 grams of both light brown sugar and caster sugar.
Need to add the sugar. So do you just stir until it just
yeah. And then what we also want to do at this point, once we add the sugar, is add some golden syrup. So we'll add about 2 tablespoons, 2.5 tablespoons of golden syrup. Just literally plonk it in there as well, not really much secret to it.
Okay, I noticed that you're fiddling with the heat quite a lot. Kind of what heat are you aiming for? Or what are you looking for?
I just don't want the sugar to burn and crystallise too quickly.
Okay.
So it depends on what kind of hob you have. I tend to go low, and then if it's not sizzling enough, I just increase it.
Okay. That looks delicious.
So yeah, you see it's starting to like turn a little brown colour, which is also happening as the butter is probably starting to brown a little bit at this point. And brown butter is probably one of the best things ever. So now it's quite mixed. You want to give it about maybe 1 to 3 minutes. It depends on the consistency. When it's starting getting quite goldeny by now because you've added the golden syrup.
Yeah. So is that the right consistency before you add all the other ingredients?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, once you scrape it, you can quite see the bottom of the pan.
Okay.
And then you're going to add 125 ml, so about half a cup of cream. I usually use double cream, but you can use single cream as well. It will just take maybe a little bit of a longer cooking time because single cream is thinner. But I quite like a thin syrup because it means you can drizzle it over more things. And once you add the cream, you want to try and stir it consistently so that it doesn't burn. And then as well, once we add the salt, I tend to aim for about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of salt. I don't really measure it, I go by taste because, as one of my readers commented, she didn't measure her salt, she just put it right in, realised it was too salty and then proceeded to try and sieve the salt out of her mixture, which obviously didn't work very well and made it quite sad. So I try and add it as pinches. And I always use Maldon sea salt. I always pinch it and then squeeze it, and I find that quite fun. We're quite getting the consistency we want. It's starting to bubble, so we do want to make sure it doesn't burn. So we do want to sort of have it on a lower heat at this point because it could be ready any minute. Right now you basically want to give it a little try, see if it's the consistency you like. Careful not to burn your finger. Yeah, I'm not brave enough to stick my finger in a pot of boiling sugar, if that's to be honest. Oh, I do this all the time. Do you want to give it a try? I can get you a little spoon so you don't have to stick your
I don't want to burn.
to stick your finger. So get a little trusty spoon so no one burns themselves. And just kind of, is it hot? It's a little bit hot.
Oh my god, that's delicious.
So it's up to you. Do you like more salt? How do you feel about that?
I think that's perfect.
Cool. And then we just want to maybe, I like it quite syrupy consistency, so just try and like, yeah, that's getting quite syrupy. Just sort of drop it like that and see if it's getting what you like. I originally got this recipe from Nigella, who I had an obsession with for a while. I watched her every
Perfect
day.
example, Nigella's awesome.
I think we are actually done. How do you feel about this consistency?
I think
Would you like it in my mouth? I usually don't wait for it to cool. I have it with ice cream because then ice cream does the job of cooling it for me.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
You don't have to wait.
And will it thicken as it cools?
It will thicken as it cools, especially if you put it in the fridge. And then once you see that consistency, it's quite syrupy. And again, if you want it thicker, it'll work. One trick I always have is you get your spoon and you go like that, and if you can see the bottom of a pan for more than a few seconds, for me it's a good consistency.
And I think we're good. And I will try and do this and not pour sauce everywhere all over this lovely kitchen.
Oh, there we go.
So it's a really good pouring consistency.
And then if we just want to get every last bit,
and when we do, of course, want to get every last bit.
nothing goes to waste.
And there we have it. Salted caramel sauce. How long do you reckon that took us? 5 minutes? If that?
If that.
That's an incredible recipe. Thank you so much for letting me into your kitchen and showing us how to make salted caramel. If you want more from Teffy, like I said, her blog link is below, as is the link to the recipe for this. Thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.